Okay, now it is time to put our clarinet away. We want to start by undoing the screws. I'm going to put my thumb here to keep the reed from moving, so we don't want it to just fall off. And loosen the screws. Remember, your screws are probably up here, and you have 2 of them. My ligature is different, but loosen the screws, but not all the way. Don't take them off. Just loose enough that that'll pop off, and we want to be careful with our reed there. Set that in your case so you don't lose it. Take your reed off. Take your swab, that's the cloth. This one's silk, yours might be cotton or felt. And take your reed and very gently just wipe the moisture off. 1 wipe is all you need. Take your reed case, it may look like this, it may look like something else. That's what the reed goes in. And put your reed cut in, the flat end going in first, and just gently set it in there. Don't push it in because we don't want it to get stuck. We just slide it in. And you need to be sure to do that. Your reed needs to be in a case when you're not playing. And you may or may not have a lid to the case. This does, so we'll put the lid on. Now the clarinet itself is sitting in my lap, and that's how you probably should have it. Nice and balanced in the lap. If you're at a table, you could set it on the table if you have trouble balancing it on your lap while we put it away. Alright, first we're going to take the mouthpiece off. So you can just grab it up by the barrel, gently twist back and forth until it pops out. Take your swab, drop the weight down the hole here. And depending on the swab, depends on how easy this will be. Silk will slide right through. If you have a cotton swab, it may bunch up and be hard to pull. You just pull back, pull. If it gets stuck, pull back, pull, and just keep doing that till you get it all the way through. The more you use it, the easier it'll go through. If you have a felt swab, I would really recommend you get a cotton at least. Felt isn't very good for cleaning, but a lot of the instruments come with them because they're cheap. Just take a quick wipe of the rest of the mouthpiece there. Put your ligature back on. Again, remember, most of your will have screws that go on top, and you'll want to make sure you put the screws there. Mine goes on the bottom, so don't copy that. Your screws more than likely go on the top. And then take your mouthpiece cover, which should be in your case, and place it in. If you have a mouthpiece brush, pop that into the mouthpiece, and then set it in the case. Find its spot where it fits. Have the screws sticking up top. Regardless of which way your ligature goes, when you put it in the case, the screws will be on top. Next, we will take the barrel off. Now, we're going to grab it up here. We want to be careful not to put our hand around too many keys because we don't want to bend them. So we want to put it where we're touching as few keys as possible. And again, gently twist it off. Drop your swab through the hole, pull it through, and then take it under your fingers and give it a wipe inside the holes there, just like that. Just a quick wipe, don't have to spend a lot of time. Find the spot for your barrel. Most clarinet cases, it's a hole that goes straight in. And then this is the spot where we have that key that goes up. You see that wiggling there? And again, we need to have that key up when we take it off. So I'm going to move the clarinet this way with the bell facing out. And I'm going to set my thumb on that key. This is the one that lifts up that key. We call that the bridge key. And I'm going to grab around the clarinet. You want to be careful not to put too much pressure on these keys here. Again, we don't want to bend any. And gently rock back and forth till it comes off. Then I can let go of that key. Now, we need to look inside here. And we should see there's a big thing sticking up, big round thing. Look on that side. See, it's far away when we look in there. It's close when we look in there. This side, where it's close, where we see it right up front, is where we want the swab to go through. And that's important. So if we do it backwards, the swab could get stuck on that. So I'm going to put the swab through, pull it through. And again, just a quick wipe on the edges. Make sure we got all the moisture. I've got these fuzzy things, so I'm going to put them back in. You may not have those. Find the spot in the case where it fits. And all the keys will be, most of the keys I should say, where the main holes are, will be facing up. If you put it in correct, there'll be a cut in the case here where these keys will fit. So find that spot. Now it's time to take the bell off. So we're just going to put our hand where we're touching as few keys as possible and twist the bell off. I'm just going to set the bell down for the moment. And we're going to draw, that is, put the swab through this joint. And I'm going to go through this end, though on this one it really doesn't matter. Pull it through, wrap it under your finger, wipe the edges. And then I have a fuzzy thing to put in. You probably don't. And find the spot it fits in the case. That spot should have a little hole going down, which is where this thumb rest will sit. And it should fit in. The holes on the instrument will stick up. And we just have our bell left. The bell is too wide to just pull the weight through. So we're just going to wrap it to start with around our hand. I'm going to take the whole hand, push the swab inside there and in there, and that'll do it. And we'll set it in the case. Now, you don't want to just bundle up your swab really tight, because then you lock the moisture in and it'll get all smelly. So you want to give it a chance to dry. So we're going to spread it out over the case. Enough to give it room, but tight enough that it fits in the case. And we close our case. Make sure our latches are closed. Always make sure your latches are closed. After you've put your clarinet together, you should make sure your latches are closed. After you've put it away, you should make sure your latches are closed. And that's all.